What's up everybody, welcome to my new video. So I have some pseudocode here and then I have partial code here. We're going to count positives. We're looping through an array, or vector in this case, an array. So if the number is positive, then we're just going to count it. 1, right? 1, 1, 1, just counting. And if the number is negative, then we're going to sum it up. If it's 0, we don't do either or, because I checked right here. You just count them up. And then I saw that they only counted 8. So obviously there's 10, but there's 2 zeros, so 8. So they didn't count zeros. I was like, do they count a 0 as a positive or a negative? Or, you know? But right here, so if the input is empty or is null, I want to check for empty first, because I feel like, I don't know if C++ has null. So yeah, let's just check for input, input size equals 0, and then we'll do or, if either or. And then we'll go ahead and do this down here. It's expecting a return statement, but I don't know what's going on right here. Null. Input null. I don't think you can do null. Let's just go ahead and say this right here. Alright. So size. If size is 0, then return, I believe it was just an empty array. I think I can do that. I'm not too sure. It's supposed to be a vector. Return an empty array. Let's just go ahead and go with that. It should be good. Okay. Else. Okay, now we can do some counting. So, we're going to set an array. So in this case, an array of size 2. So that would be just vector int. And I also name it results. And then this is where I create the size in parentheses. As opposed to arrays where you have square brackets. Okay. And then you do a little for loop. So obviously we're going to start at 0 because we're looping through the whole array. So I less than input dot size, and then we're just gonna go one by one. Okay, now inside of the for loop, we're gonna go ahead and do. So just going off of this right here. So if it's positive, if input I, right, is greater than 0, then we're gonna just do that counter. So we're gonna go into results, and it's gonna be the first one that I'm keeping the counter. The second one will be for the sum. So then plus equal 1. That's it. Plus equal 1. Else, then we'll do results on the second one. We'll do a sum. We'll keep a sum. Now, I think it starts off with 0 vectors. I'm not too sure. Right here, I just created an array of 2. Yeah, I don't... It's either zeros or negative 1s. I'm not too sure how it's done. But we continue. So results 1 plus equals whatever input I is. So yeah, that's that. Once the else is done, where's the else? Is it, oh, you know what? I kind of didn't follow the pattern that I was on. And so we'll do the return right here. return results. All should I do it after the? I'll do it after. Let's do return results. It was in a different, you know. How would you say it? It's in a different scope, I think. All right. Now we're not using namespace right now. Not using namespace because it's not using it here, so I just kind of want to get some things, you know, set up for that. So we'll go with standard. I think use of undeclared. Oh, there it is. All right. So invalid operator. So let's use this right here. So I'm gonna need to, you know, open it up a little bit so I can copy this here and paste it right in there. That should be good or not. What's going on? Invalid operands to binary expression. Okay, I think I know why. So all I need to do is, let's say vector int. Let's call this one test. And we're gonna initialize it. And then we're gonna go ahead and comment that out. We're gonna go ahead and do a for loop. So say I equals 0, then we'll do I less than, we'll say 2, let's do, okay, so let's add by 1. Also, let's go ahead and do I got used to having the brackets down here. We're just gonna go ahead and print it. So we're gonna loop through test. We're gonna print out test. I didn't really need a for loop. I could have just printed it out because it's only 2. Anyways, I'm already here. Print test and then end of line, just so we can separate them. Also, because it's not including standard, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this here. And I'm gonna do that for the beginning as well, standard. Alright, so now if we print it out, it should be 8 and negative 50. Build failed. No template named the vector. Ooh. What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Okay, I see. I need standard. Just like I do up here. Alright, let's do it one more time. Negative 8 and 50. Ooh. Wait, what am I doing here? It's 0 and 2. Test I. Huh? Oh, I see. I see what's going on. It returns. Okay. Let's do another one. Let's say. Let's do standard. Let's do another. Okay, let's do another vector. It's also gonna be ints. Let's do test2 equals. Let's say it returns vectors, so we could say foo. Oh, test, right? Okay, that should work. That should work because we're running test into the foo function, which is up here, returns a vector. Oh, and then we're gonna, in here, we're gonna print out 2. Alright, now, let's see. 8 and negative 50. There it is, 8 and negative 50. Alright, let's go ahead and insert it. Let's see if we actually get this. Put it in there. And let's just go ahead and go straight to the test. Attempt 4. I thought I was going to have issues with the null and the empty array, but looks good. Submit it. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a good ass day. Peace out.